Next up, we've got Guanaja.
So Guanaja, 70%. This is the very first Valrhona chocolate I ever tasted in 1996 when I got my first pastry chef job with Marco Pierre White at the Criterion Brasserie in London. And this was one of the fabulous chocolates that I tasted. It transformed how I realised at that point in my early 20s what chocolate, dark chocolate, tasted like. I'll give you a piece out of the bag.
Thank you.
70%. I was really lucky a few years ago. I got to go to the island of Guanaja. So it's a single origin. It's from the island of Guanaja. And it has a distinct chocolate character to it. It's very crumbly when you bite it as well. And this was, I believe, the first 70% chocolate Valrhona made. It's very iconic for them and has never left their catalogue of products.
For such a similar cocoa percentage as well, it's a very different texture.
Incredible.
Guarani, very different.
It is. So percentage doesn't give us any indication of quality, flavour, taste or texture. It's how much cocoa solid is within, or how much cocoa bean is within that piece of chocolate. So it's just telling us that number. The rest is what you experience. How it's been roasted, how much sugar, if it's got vanilla or not, and Valrhona put vanilla in, how long it's been conched for, and what you taste from your own palate, because it's going to be very different depending who you are.
So I'll put you on the spot now. As it was your first Valrhona chocolate that you tried, what were you using it in initially when you'd first tried it out?
It was used for chocolate desserts in the restaurant. So where literally you couldn't hide behind it. So if you're making a fantastic chocolate sauce or a chocolate decoration and you needed that flavour to be pure, dark, robust chocolate, unmistakably dark and clean, that's what it was used for. And it still is very clean flavour-wise. It's quite aromatic as well.
I can imagine it would work particularly well for what the ganaches that we've previously done because it's such a clean, forward flavour.
Exactly. You know, Guanaja's iconic for Valrhona, and if you want something, if you're thinking, well, what should I use? Which 70% should I go for? This is a great starting point. You'll notice it's quite sweet, but it's not packed with sugar. It's 70%. It's naturally has that delicate sweetness to it. Very, very little tannin, very little bitterness, and very little dryness. So it's actually quite a good dark chocolate to start with, because you're going to it's going to agree with a lot of people. If you say to me.
Perfect. Thank you.
What do you think?
Yeah, no, I thought it was really nice. It's got like, it tastes a bit spicier than the first one, so it's not as mellow, but it melts a lot quicker in your mouth. I think the first one took quite a while to melt, whereas this feels a bit softer, a bit smoother.
Yeah.
Melts a bit quicker.
Great. Superb.